In the heart of a forlorn countryside, there lay an ancient hamlet named Elder Grove, whose past was laden with legends. Once, its shimmering rivers and vibrant glades attracted travelers from realms unknown. However, a foreboding gloom had recently settled over Elder Grove, turning its once verdant landscapes into a dreary picture of desolation. The once proud and merry villagers now slumped, shoulders heavy with a despair unparalleled. At the edge of this bleak settlement lived an old man named Osric. His cottage, though humble, was filled with relics that whispered stories of bygone eras. Osric's unrivaled knowledge of the land's history made him a beacon of hope for the locals. Yet, his heart bore a lump of sorrow, for his daughter, Elara, had mysteriously vanished a year prior. One early morning, as Osric moved about his daily chores, a pinched expression marred his face. He felt something amiss. The air was thick with a dire tension. "There's trouble brewing," he grumbled gruffly, though none were there to heed his words. Meanwhile, deep within the barren fells that surrounded Eldergrove, a young boy named Finley was on a quest. Finley was a wanderer, about 11 summers old, always yearning for adventures that stirred his restless soul. With a sack of hay for his small steed and limited provisions, he felt stranded, being miles away from any semblance of civilization. Fate had a peculiar hand when it directed Finley to the enchanted glade known as the Cradle of Echoes. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, untouched by the grime of despair that plagued the rest of the land. As he wandered deeper, Finley noticed the crinkled leaves flutter gently, as though in silent greeting. Suddenly, an eerie sound filled the air. The boy darted behind a moss-covered rock, heart quivering in fright. Nearby, an enigmatic figure scuttled about, its form cloaked by an overhanging shroud of fog. The figure, who turned out to be an old hag named Morwenna, sensed Finley's presence and beckoned him with an amiss smile. "You look lost, boy," she croaked, her voice devoid of warmth. "Nay, I seek knowledge," Finley spluttered, trying to keep his fear in check. Morwenna's gaze narrowed, assessing the boy's intent. She saw the flicker of determination in his eyes and decided to aid him, if only for her own amusement. "You'd best be wary of the critter lurking here. It slithers in shadows, prey to none but fear itself," she warned. Finley nodded, determined not to let anything tarnish his resolve. Without further ado, Morwenna led him to a cave mural, illustrating tales of Elder Grove's golden age, and more importantly, the tragedy that befell Elara. As the boy peered at the scenes, a strange light illuminated the hue of her peril. He realized that Elara was held captive by the very essence of despair, dwelling in the depths of the tarnished abyss, an ominous place near his own village. The boy thanked Morwenna and returned to Eldergrove with a newfound knowledge. There, he found Osric, who listened in awe and terror as Finley recounted his eerie encounter and the tales etched on the cave walls. A sudden urgency overcame Osric, and despite his wearied state, he resolved to embark on the rescue mission. Together, Finley and Osric made their way to the tarnished abyss. The journey was treacherous. They had to scrabble over rough terrains and evade scuttling shadows that lunged at them. The abyss was a cavernous pit, echoing with the sounds of despairing souls. Inside, amid the overhanging stalactites and bounty of obstacles, they found Elara, pale but alive. She lay slumped against the cavern wall, her spirit drained by the malevolent forces holding her captive. Finley, heedful of Morwenna's cryptic advice, used a potion given by the hag to quiver open the chains that bound Elara. As they freed her, a cacophonous groan reverberated through the abyss. A monstrous form, representing all of Eldergrove's bygone sorrows, lunged at them with yearning rage. Osric and Finley fought bravely. Though their strength paled before the dire beast, the unity of spirit gave them an edge. Finally, with a final gasp, the creature crumbled into dust. The trio then made their way back, each step lighter with Elara's restoration. Upon returning, they found Eldergrove in an uncanny state of transformation. The bleakness lifted, grass began to regrow, and the rivers started shimmering once more. The villagers' spirits were rekindled, and life returned to the hamlet. Elder Grove was no longer a dreary shadow of its former self, but a place of hope and renewal. With reverence, the people paid homage to Finley and Osric. The village, once again prosperous, thrived with bustling markets, joyous songs, and the laughter of children. Elder Grove, laden with tales of heroism, returned to its glory, never to be tarnished by despair again. And thus, the once despairing glade turned into a beacon of hope, a testament to the unyielding human spirit. And every evening, as the sun set, casting a golden hue over the village, Osric, Ilara, and Finley would sit by the shimmering river, recounting their adventure, ensuring that the heart of Elder Grove would forever beat with courage and unity.